Super Rugby. Crusaders. They got a new stadium.
Boom. They do.
They opened it.
Te Kaha.
They opened it with a victory over the Waratahs, 35-20.
It means strength.
It's a pretty impressive looking beast of a stadium.
It is a lovely looking stadium. It's
How
beautiful.
good is it to finally see the Crusaders in a stadium which fits like the status of a club like the Crusaders?
It's fantastic, and I felt myself being particularly nostalgic about the whole thing. I was quite the fan of, well, was it Lancaster Park J Stadium, as they used to call it. It was a decent stadium, one of the better ones in the country. It was a place where it felt like a real home base for the Crusaders, and a place where people could go on the South Island to watch the All Blacks at a quality stadium. And, you know, so many things were ripped away from them through those tragic quakes. And, you know, it was a real kick in the guts to a town like Christchurch or a city like Christchurch to lose its stadium. And then to have to be forced to be in, I always say Orange Theory. It's the only sponsor I can think of. It had so many different names, but it was
Made of scaffolding.
It was the rugby league stadium that was never meant to support more than a couple of thousand people.
For over a decade.
For 14 years. Quite incredible. So to see a decked out, proper international stadium.
Sold out,
decked out in red and black. It was a real beautiful thing. And I can't stand the Crusaders, but I was really happy to see it.
You were rooting for them.
It was the only time since the Quakes I've rooted for them. Yeah.
They had to come back. They were down 6-0. That man said the kid.
Got the first points.
First points ever. That'll be a good trivia question in future. Who scored the first points at the new Te Kaha Stadium?
First 6 points.
Yeah, Sid Harvey.
2 kicks to get it going.
But he did not score the first try. That came through the Crusaders. Your man Dallas McLeod.
Yeah.
Out on the wing.
We thought he may have scored the second, but
that one got TMO'd off.
Yeah. There
was a bit of handbags in this game, so a bit of feeling.
Yes. And
Mosatero, the big lock for the Waratahs.
He's a big nasty boy, isn't he?
He's had a scrap with one of his own mates pre-season, and then he's got into a bit of a scrap with the Crusaders in this one.
There seemed to be a fair bit of niggle in that scrap, but he came out with a bit of a concussion issue.
Yeah, he didn't come back on the field after his yellow card, I don't think. So
that was nasty. We're just seeing a replay on the screen right now of Veli's head shot. That was a nasty one too.
Yeah, he got himself yellow carded for a high tackle, which you thought might have been red. I said would stay yellow.
Well, I just thought that he was quite upright. There wasn't a huge amount of arms in the tackle, and it was direct contact to the head. And in the words of Jamie Joseph,
what is a red card?
What is a red card?
I thought because he was the secondary tackler, he'd get away with it, which he did.
I think it was a lot worse than that one last week that Jamie Joseph was complaining about.
The 14-man Tars did manage to score themselves a try through that man, Sid Harvey. Jack Debrasini with the cross kick. That was a pretty sweet one. So what was it at halftime? It was Crusaders with the league because they got a maul try.
Look at that. Look, it's straight there. We're just watching the coverage right now. It's a beautiful stadium, and like it's quite close to the centre of town. People can just stream out of there, go to the bars. Have a good night. I kind of wish I was down there, to be honest with you.
14-13 halftime.
14-13 halftime. Well, and I think it was the best thing about the game. It wasn't a walkover, was it?
Not in the first half, anyway. But the Crusaders, you feel like their set piece dominated. The scrum was winning penalties. The Waratahs couldn't win their own line-out half the time.
I think that was, without stating how important it was, that was really what lost the game for the Tars. I know they won 66% of their possession, but I think even that stat favoured them because at every moment where it looked as though it was a crucial moment and they had a line out, you know, got a penalty, attacking line outs, defensive line outs at crucial times, they lost them. It was a real Achilles heel for them.
Whainganuku had a big Zorro Z on his headgear.
Yes.
He managed to get himself on the board through a close-range try. He got man of the match in this game as well, playing loose forward, also out in the midfield at times.
He looked pretty sharp out there. He's a big, nasty, combative kind of player, and he's nasty with handball and got silky skills as well. You know what? It kind of made me think of a little bit when I was watching him with those sort of skills and that sort of speed.
Who?
High praise, Michael Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because, you know, Michael Jones was like the first back, like, you know. Loose forward. And
well, still very early days, but glimpses.
Very early days, glimpses. But I don't think we can, you know, we don't want to overstate how good he looked. But he certainly...
For his first start in that position, he looked all right.
Yeah, 100%. And like it's the first of its kind that I can really think of, like a player, a proper player who's playing forwards and backs potentially to be that level of utility.
Well, Russie's been doing a little bit. The Fijians have done it a little bit in the past with.
But it's usually it's halfbacks and wingers. That's what I say. But where is it really forwards and backs?
The Fijian guy who used to be a prison guard used to do it a little bit for La Rochelle. He would be a flanker or he would be a centre.
All right.
But yeah, not that often.
Not that often, and
The Box have been doing a little bit with Andre Esterhazen.
and Valencia's doing it. Looks like he can do it to a relatively high level. Here.
We'll see.
He's certainly not doing his All Black chances any harm.
That's right.
It makes himself look pretty tasty.
Harvey got himself yellow carded for that high shot. Teddy Wilson managed to snipe one for the Tars, made it 28-20, thinking maybe game on, but no.
Not quite. As soon as they got that one back.
Crusaders replied pretty much straight away. Macca Springer.
Oh, Mac attack.
That was a nice try. I mean, McLeod's second try was really nice. The back line got into action. And Macca Springer, nice hands from the Crusaders boys, including Lester Whaiganuku. 35-20. Harvey got one team out at the death, but comfortable enough in the second half, eh?
Rugby.
You know some stats?
Fucking give them to me.
Okay. Not meant to swear in the match reviews, but
Oh damn! I'm sorry. I wasn't live stream podcast mode.
possession and territory with the
Give it
Crusaders.
to me hard, big boys. But
Line out with the Crusaders. Penalty count against the Tars. All the usual turnovers won with the Crusaders. The only stat the Waratahs had, they had more line breaks, 9-5, but they couldn't quite convert on those X Factor chances.
Yeah.
Everything else is with the Crusaders.
I still don't think this Crusaders team is a championship squad. I still don't think they have the quality out there. But it was a lovely night. It was great to see the
Great for
stadium.
Christchurch.
Great to see the stadium full. And if there's any team that's going to make me eat my own face in shame,
That's the Crusaders.
I'm very proud that I didn't swear throughout any of that. It's the Crusaders.
Two more days of games at the new stadium tomorrow and Sunday. So we look forward to them.
Yes.
Thank you for everyone who joined along. We've been in live stream mode, hence this no whiteboard action.
And sorry, I'm not a whiteboard.
Go listen to, if you want to watch him singing songs about the TMO that was on the live stream.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye-bye.